Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and you join me here for the 5th episode in my new Island Hub Transport Fever 2 series, overlooking the increasingly busy central station of Ajaxima Central. And all these people here are apparently waiting for the Fukushima line. There are more people on the other platform waiting for the Baghdad line, but that's a full-length platform, whereas Fukushima, yeah, there's our Baghdad train coming in. Fukushima is only a split platform. But what I'm thinking already, I'm just going to pause this because, as you know, we're running in hard mode, so things like costs and income are a little bit tipped against me, as it were. So I've got to work that little bit harder to make money and to make profit. And I'm thinking, if we go back to our Fukushima line, we've only got one train on there at the moment. And he is the Chuffer Puffer Express, which was a name suggested by a lovely subscriber and viewer, Steve M4. So thank you, Steve, for that. And I will keep reminding everyone that it was your magnificent suggestion. Where's our train anyway? Where is he? If I click that, it'll go straight there. There he is. He's only got 45 out of 55 possible passengers. There are a few more waiting here. But as we saw, there's over 60 already waiting in Ajaxpost. Sorry, that's me, in Ajaxima Central. So I'm thinking another train on this line might well be worth the investment. But as you can see here, the local bus route isn't quite keeping up with demand. So I'm thinking a couple more buses around here will do nicely. So we'll manage those vehicles. We'll take a couple of those. We'll clone that. Yeah, that takes me down a piece. These trains are quite expensive. I think they're around the 3 million mark or something. So what I'm going to do... Oh, it's okay. We've got some money coming in. We're back to nearly 1 million. We'll take you away. We'll go here. We need some money first. I'm currently in 1904, which means my maximum loan is 30 million, I think. So I'm very close to that, so I need to start making real profits real soon. So we've got that. I've lost the train again. Let's pick that train up. Is that you? No, that's the ConMat line. Okay, well, there's my passenger train. Let's go back there. Can I duplicate you? I can. Excellent. Right, so you'll be coming out of the depot there very soon. There you go. So you'll be heading off. It's going to take you a while to come back, but hopefully the balancing of the distribution of trains on that route is appropriate now to catch more passengers. I can actually repay a little bit of that loan. Again, I don't like to have too much out on loan to avoid, although it is modest, that the interest rates in the game aren't too onerous, but I like to keep them as small as I can. So what are we going to do today? Oh, there's so many things I was thinking of doing, to be honest. What I was thinking, one thing we could do, we've got a fairly good food route here. We've got grain and a food processing unit here around Fukushima, which means yet more trains coming down this way. We've already got 3 routes, I think it is, coming down here. This line, yes, we've got 2 sort of fast and long distance train passenger routes to Fukushima and Baghdad, and also a ConMat route coming down here, going into our new freight hub, or what will eventually turn into a freight hub, the Epic Multimodal Exchange Freight Hub. Again, a name suggested by another viewer subscriber, Epic MMX. Kind of obviously, really, I suppose. And if you want to name anything in the game, a vehicle, an industry, a station, whatever, then please do let me know in the comments below. All your suggestions are most welcome. Yes, so I'm thinking adding a food route in here as well might overload that line, so I'd probably want to actually separate out the cargo and freight lines here properly, so they don't share even this little bit of line here. And then I was looking at that, and then another suggestion came in from the last video from Martin, who's also actually downloaded this map, if I remember correctly, and is sort of playing his own game on it. Which reminds me to say to you, if you want to download this map, the link to the map is actually in the description below. So if you want to pull the map up and have a play with it yourself and see what you can find and do with it, then please do, and let me know how you get on with it. I'd be most interested to learn. Anyway, Martin, who also has the map, was suggesting perhaps use this quarry here and have a ship take it across here to the DMBM-Fu ConMat plant, which is handy because DMBM-Fu actually wants ConMat, as indeed does Ajaxima and Fukushima, and anywhere else yet? No. I haven't yet turned on the enhanced economic characteristics that we've got in the latest update to the game. So there are no new industries being built, no industries are closing down just yet, and the town demands aren't increasing just yet. I will start adding them into the game in the next few years, actually. Game time, not few years, playing time, that is. So I'm not quite sure what to do here. Now, what I'm thinking is there is actually there's a food route up here as well, around DMBM-Fu, and so I'm just thinking, what shall we do? Okay, the decision I've made. So thank you, Martin, for your suggestion, and I will do that fairly soon. But I don't think I'll do the quarry ConMat thing in this episode. I will actually come back here to Fukushima and feed more goods into Ajaxima, because Ajaxima also wants food, as we can see here, as well as ConMat, so that will work for me. Who else around here wants food? Jakarta does, so we could then, that could be a good reason to go out to Jakarta for passengers as well as freight. Okay, so what we're going to need to do, I'm going to need to earn a lot more money, and we will then build, we'll redo this track here to properly separate out the freight and the passenger lines around here, and then I will set up a food route here. I think is going to be the next play. Now we've currently got 13,000, and I have a loan. Oh, we're down in the mines now. I've only got 1.5 million left of loan I can take, and that's not going to get me very far. So I'm going to play forward some number of months until I got a slightly better and healthier bank balance. Then I'll return to you on the other side of a sexy video effect and crack on with today's building exercise. So I'll see you in but a few moments. And so here we are. We're about a year on from from before that little video effect, and we're making a fair amount of money. In fact, we've been profitable for the last 2.5 years. I'm running the game at half speed, as if you may recall. We've been profitable. I have cut down my loan now to 25.5 million. So I should have enough to afford at least one big train, if not two, before we go anywhere with our new route. So as I was saying, we're going to create a route from the farm there to the food factory, and then send that processed food down into Ajaxima, which I think is probably the nearest place that wants it. Oh, and Manila, actually. Oh, that's interesting. We could do that as well, because Manila could do with some growth. It's growing slowly. Ajaxima, when I last checked, yeah, it's kind of flattened, really, because all the people at the station here are travelling to other destinations. It is simply a transit point. That's what this whole series is about, actually. One big station in the middle of the island, serving everyone. A connection hub, if you will. Anyway, let's get on with this. So I am going to stop talking very, very soon, and I'll get building. I'll see you on the other side of this section of speed build. there we have it. We have a new food route which should hopefully deliver food into Ajaxima and help Ajaxima grow. As you saw there, I was just adding the food delivery into Ajaxima to my existing route, which I ought to rename actually. It's not just ConMat anymore. It's going to be all the local deliveries, so Ajaxima local delivery, and those vehicles will carry anything. So whether it's ConMat or food that turns up at the road station adjacent to the MMX station, we should be okay to deliver that. Now, there was an issue with this particular train as to which wagons to use. There is a NAFI wagon which will accept both food and ConMat, but that's, I think, about the only one that does. So I've, rather than putting in a separate route, I've simply added a set of boxcars to this train, but it still does have, apparently, a good mediocre. Okay, when it's empty it's good, which is fine, so it gets back to the station quicker. So it will mix and match. We may have to, I'm sure I will have to do something with that train, put up 2 separate routes or something into that hub station. But everything here should work quite nicely with that food farms route. I'm using trucks at the moment, which just to keep it running, I think. But I dare say trains might work better in the longer run. Certainly if we start putting more farms into that food production unit, because these trucks, slow and small as they are, won't keep up with that demand for food. In fact, we're probably exceeding their capacity already on that line. No, that's the wrong line. What I want is this line here, the farm foods line. Oh, it's only 4 vehicles, yeah. So that's 24 they can carry, and there's already 42 waiting. So okay, so what I'll do is I will fast forward a little bit and see if this starts actually making any money for us. So we've moved on now for nearly a year and things are looking good. We are back in profit again. My goodness, we earned nearly 3 million in total last half year. That's impressive. Our ConMat train swings wildly between profit and loss, but there is already food waiting to be taken back. Awesome. We could do with some more trucks on this route, I think. Yes, but even that route is, wow, nearly 40,000 already on that line. That is impressive work. But that farm is, yeah, I think the station here could do with being larger. I'm not sure, can I make it larger? Cargo. I'm not sure if I can squeeze another one in there. I might have to redo the roads, I think, if I want to make that significantly larger. But there we are. Where's that truck going? Not quite sure why you've turned around there. Oh, maybe you're about to pull up and deposit your or pick up some food or some. Oh, you're leaving. And I confused you. I'm sorry about that, old chap. But there you go. Okay, so that's working quite nicely. As you may notice, I didn't comment on this after I came out of the speed build. I haven't totally separated the passenger and freight routes around Fukushima here. There are just 3 trains using this route at this stretch of track at the moment. I may well turn that all into 4-track, to be honest, if we get a lot more traffic coming up and down here, which is quite possible actually. But anyway, while we wait for our train to go back to our Fukushima ConMat hub kind of train station and pick up its first load of food, I will say thank you for joining me today for this episode of Transport Fever 2. If you've enjoyed this, it'd be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. Just click on the old thumbsy uppy button. Even better if you've got anything to say about what I'm doing with the game itself, or if you've got any ideas for naming of vehicles or stations or industries or whatever, then please do just drop a note into the comments box below. That would be awesome. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, you could do that now. And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Transport Fever 2, until the next time, bye bye for now.